function of a function. That means chain rule. And we directly differentiate using the formula. Now today, although we are doing differentiation, and in last lecture we did question number 1 to question number 8 and question number 9 and 10, both were remaining. Now to do that two questions, we have to learn some concept. What is that concept? Now today we will come to know what is differentiation in an elaborated manner. Now we are discussing differentiability at a point. So coming to the point, what is differentiability at a point? Actually, you know very well that differential of a function dy by dx can be written as this is. This was the general differentiation. We haven't discussed this at any particular point. But if we discuss at a point, if we take x is equal to c, then derivative of the function at this point is represented by this, or you can say d by dx of fx at x barabar c, or f prime x or f dash x, whatever you say, at x is equal to c, or finally that means after differentiating with respect to x, if we put x is equal to c, this is f dash c, that means derivative of function at point c. Now the question arises that at any point the derivative of function exists or not. Functions are of many types. Suppose there is a function fx is equal to x square when x is less than equal to 1 and 2x plus 1 when x is greater than 1. And we want to check the differentiability at x is equal to 1. So now you say which function we take at x is equal to 1, because when x is slightly greater than 1, function is different, and when x is slightly less than 1, function is different. So we discuss differentiation at a particular point in this manner. We will find right hand derivative, that is RHD x approaches to a plus, यानी कि जब हम किसी फंक्शन का डेरिवेटिव किसी पॉइंट पर चेक कर रहे हैं और हम राइट हैंड डेरिवेटिव निकाल रहे हैं, देन वी आर मूविंग x अप्रोचिंग टू, लिमिट इज अप्रोचिंग टू a plus. So this can be written as right hand derivative is h approaches to 0 limit f of a plus h minus f a divided by h. All you need to have to remember this formula, that this is how we find right hand derivative and left hand derivative. X approaching to a minus fx, that is h approaches to 0 f of a minus h minus fa divided by minus h. So function is said to be differentiable at a point when right hand derivative and left hand derivative both exist and equal. That is, if right hand derivative is equal to left hand derivative, then function is said to be differentiable at point x is equal to a. First condition is that both the limits exist, and after existing we will check that both are equal or not. If both are equal, then we say that function is differentiable at point x is equal to a. What is right hand derivative? Again, h approaches to 0, fa plus h minus fa upon h, and this is similar to the formula which you used as first principle in class 11th. So, and left hand derivative, h approaches to 0, f of a minus h minus fa divided by minus h. Question is, prove that the function f defined by fx is equal to mod x minus 1, where x is a real number, is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. It may be asked that check the differentiability of the given function fx at x is equal to 1. There may be many forms of asking this question. Anyway, when we want to check the differentiability at a given point, you remember we have to find two things, right hand derivative and left hand derivative. If both are equal, we say that the function is differentiable at that given point. Now, right hand derivative is, first write the function is this. Now, right hand derivative is x approaches to 1 plus. Let us write directly. Right hand derivative is h approaches to 0. Point is x is equal to 1. Right? F 1 plus h minus f of 1 divided by h. Your function fx is mod x minus 1. So, when you are going to write f1 plus h, replace x by 1 plus h. So, 1 plus h minus 1. f1 is replace x by 1. 1 minus 1. Whatever may be the function x minus 2, 2x plus 3, just replace that x by the given expression in the brackets, right, divided by h. Now you remember very well that before taking the limit, solve the function, solve this numerator and denominator properly, and after solving this, when the case ends, then take the limit. 1 and minus 1 cancel out, okay? Mod h upon h, h approaches to 0 limit. You know, mod h is h. अभी हम लिमिट नहीं लेंगे जब तक हम पूरा सॉल्व नहीं कर लेंगे. कैंसिल h and h. 1, h approaches to 0. Now you can see very well कि 1 is free from h. There is no expression of h. If it had been, we have no problem. We just take the limit and limit is 1. Now left hand derivative. Left hand derivative means h approaches to 0, f of 1 minus h minus f1 upon minus h. Always remember, f1 minus h is x is replaced by 1 minus h. 1 minus h minus 1 minus f1. f1 is 1 minus 1 divided by minus h. h approaches to 0 limit. 1 and minus 1 cancel out. So, modulus of minus h divided by minus h. Modulus will make every number positive. So, modulus of minus h is h upon minus h. Before taking the limit, solve it. We get minus 1. H approaches to 0, limit minus 1, which is minus 1. You see, right hand derivative is 1 and left hand derivative is minus 1. Since right hand derivative is not equal to left hand derivative at the given point is x is equal to 1. So, function is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. Similarly, you can do one more problem. I am giving to you, you just practice it at home. check the differentiability of fx is equal to mod x at x is equal to 0. This is your homework. You do it yourself. Next question is to check the differentiability of greatest integer function at given point x is equal to 1, x is equal to 2, whatever. Now the question arises, what is greatest integer function? I just want to explain you first about greatest integer function. You are scared of this function. I know that. Look, fx is equal to, this is greatest integer function. What do you mean by greatest integer function? If x, some value of x is put in this bracket, what will happen? Look, if x is equal to 3.79, then as the name suggests, greatest integer function, it will give you integer value only. How come? 3.79 can be broken in two parts, 3 plus 0.79. हम इसके दो टुकड़े कर सकते हैं. One is integer part and second is fractional part. And your output is integer part only, that is 3. Integer part. That's why it is known as greatest integer function. Suppose x is equal to 3.01. 3.01 can be written as 3 plus 0.01. Your answer is 3. You are taking integer value only. You are not making round of it. Right? Suppose I take 2.99, then 2.99 is 2. You can see if 3 is there, 3.01 is slightly above 3 and 2.99 is slightly below 3. But both integer values are different. You can say this is 3 plus something and you can say this is 3 minus something. So in variable form, if I put integer value of 3 minus h, then it will be 2. And integer value of 3 plus h, it will come out 3. What will happen if x is negative real number? Suppose I take x is equal to minus 1.76. Suppose if we take negative real number minus 1.76, then x is equal to minus 1.76. Always remember, when you are taking integer value only, then this function works as integer part plus fractional part. Integer may be negative or positive, but this part is always positive. This cannot be written as minus 1 plus 0.76. This is wrong. This is written as minus 2 plus 0.24, right? And your integer value is minus 2. And in short, always remember, integer function always gives you less value whatever real number you are putting in this function. Whatever may be the value of x. If x is minus 1.76, you are getting minus 2, which is less than this. If x is 2.99, you are getting 2. 2 is less than 2.99. If x is 3.01, you are getting 3, which is less than 3.01. This is the way of remembering, right? Now, coming to the question, one part I am doing, and I suppose that, and I hope that you will do the second part. Prove that the greatest integer function defined by this is not differentiable at x is equal to 1 or x is equal to 2. Now, right hand derivative. h approaches to 0, I am taking at x is equal to 1. f1 plus h minus 1 divided by h. So this is integer value of 1 plus h minus integer value of 1 divided by h. H approaches to 0. What is integer value of 1 plus h? Integer value of 1 plus h is 1. Because you know that 1 plus h is slightly greater than 1. And integer value of 1 is 1. First, solve the function and then take the limit. 1 minus 1 is 0. 0 upon h is 0. And h approaches to 0 limit. This is 0. Now, left hand limit, left hand derivative. H approaches to 0. F of 1 minus h minus f1 divided by h. Right? 1 minus h is integer value of 1 minus h. Inside there is a number which is slightly less than 1. Suppose 0.9, suppose 0.8, suppose 0.89, whatever may be. Then you know that integer value of 1 minus h is 0. Minus 1 upon h. H approaches to 0 and this comes out, you know, minus infinity, and here is minus sign. So it comes plus infinity. Minus minus cancel out. Although this limit does not exist, so left hand derivative does not exist. Anyway, we can say right hand derivative is not equal to left hand derivative. I am writing here कि right hand derivative is not equal to left hand derivative. So the function is not differentiable at x is equal to 1. In the same way, you do second part, check the differentiability at x is equal to 2. Now I am taking a question which is not in NCERT. Question is, check the differentiability of fx. Fx is x minus 1 if x is less than 2 and 2x minus 3 if x is greater than equal to 2. And to check the differentiability at x is equal to 2. Right hand derivative. H approaches to 0. F 2 plus h minus f2 divided by h. 2 plus h means when x is greater than 2. Greater than 2, then we will take this function 2x minus 3. So 2 into in place of x we will write 2 plus h minus 3. Right? F of 2 means value of the function at x is equal to 2. Look carefully, x is equal to 2 occurs in this slab. X is equal to 2 means 2 into 2 minus 3 divided by h. First solve the numerator and then take the limit. 2 2s are 4 plus 2h minus 3. This becomes 2h plus 1. Right? And simple bracket minus 1 divided by h. 1 cancel out. H cancel out. Limit of 2 is 2. This is right hand derivative. Now find left hand derivative. H approaches to 0 limit. F 2 minus h minus f of 2 divided by h. F2 minus h means you will take the function which is defined when x is less than 2. X is less than 2, then the function is x minus 1 and this x will be replaced by 2 minus h. Find 2 minus h minus 1 and f of 2 means value of the function at x is equal to 2. Again observe, this occurs in this slab. X is equal to 2 means 2 into 2 minus 3 as you have already written. 2 into 2 minus 3 divided by h. H approaches to 0 limit. Now solve. 4 minus 3 is 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 minus h minus 1 upon h. H approaches to 0 limit. Just put equal sign. This is minus 1. Look, right hand derivative is 2. Left hand derivative is minus 1. Both are not equal. Right hand derivative is not equal to left hand derivative. So, right function is not differentiable at the given point x is equal to 2. That's all for today. You watch this video again and again till you get the concept. And till then, we'll meet and we will do differentiation of implicit functions. Till then, bye-bye, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe my video and press the bell icon. Bye-bye.